trying to start. Yeah. See if I can reach it. You got one bar. That's what makes it perfect. Is that musical. I still think you can make it. Not that foot down.
Alright, so we'll knock this one out.
We're going to do Liberty Bell in a second on this. Is that okay? Sure. We'll do something different if you don't like that. You're the boss.
It sounds regal.
Something regal? And then,
Pick a different canzone or something. I don't know, whatever.
did you hear that, Ken? I didn't miss that.
Ixnaying those parts.
You just want to prove a little pompous. A little pompous? Okay. What is it? It's covered, my friend. So we don't just like 19 short.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as we welcome the graduating class of the College of Professional Studies and the Graduate School of Political Management, led by College Marshal Tony Marsh.
Okay, good job. You made it. You got it done. Excellent job. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. Please continue to stand. Back up again. As we welcome the faculty and special guests of the College of Professional Studies and the Graduate School of Political Management. The faculty processional is led by President Mark Wrighton, Dean Melissa Foyer, and Dr. Lara Brown, Director of the Graduate School of Political Management. Good evening. President Wrighton, Dean Foyer, College of Professional Studies faculty and staff, honored guests, and most importantly, graduates. Welcome to the George Washington University College of Professional Studies 2022 Commencement. We are delighted to be celebrating with you in person for the first time since 2019. While the past 2 years have presented unforeseen challenges, today we're here, and we're here to focus on you, the graduates, and all that you have accomplished in the face of these challenges. No one walks alone. Your professors, your program directors, your family and friends, they've been with you all along the way. And they are so proud to be here with you tonight, as are we, to see you walk across this stage, the culmination of all your years of hard work and sacrifice. We're excited to celebrate your achievements and to look ahead to the many different ways that you will use your GW education and your innate talent and drive to make this world a better place. And now it is my pleasure to introduce to you Melissa Foyer, Dean of the College of Professional Studies, to offer welcome remarks. Dean Foyer.
Please be seated. Good evening. evening and welcome to the 2022 College of Professional Studies Commencement Ceremony, live and in person. I am so excited to welcome everyone to our first in-person college commencement ceremony since 2019. To those of you here with us at the Smith Center, it's wonderful to see you, masks and all, and we are actually supposed to have the masks on. To those of you joining us via live stream, think of this as a hybrid graduation and know that you're part of all of the festivities tonight. I want to start off the evening by thanking you, our class of 2022, for your dedication, your hard work, your flexibility, and your remarkably high level of engagement through an incredibly challenging time. Every year, I marvel at how our graduates balance coursework with everything else they have going on in their professional and personal lives. But this class has done so with the added burdens of a pandemic, social unrest, international tragedy, and a climate of polarization and angst, which makes your accomplishments at GW truly extraordinary. I also want to thank your families and friends for the many sacrifices they've made, for the support they've offered you, and most importantly, for sharing you with us these past many months. Families, we reluctantly return your students to you tonight. I'm going to have a chance to share some thoughts with you later in the program, but right now I have the honor of introducing a very special guest. President Mark Wrighton joined GW on January 1st of this year, moving onto campus during a snowstorm and quickly learning just how well the DC area handles bad weather. In the almost 5 months he's been here, he's shown himself to be an inspirational leader who interacts easily and closely with faculty, staff, and students alike. You'll hear his formal introduction tomorrow, but tonight I'd simply like to thank him for his tremendous support for the college. Please join me in welcoming the president of the George Washington University, Mark Wrighton.
Thank you very much, Dean Foyer. It's really great to be here. It's a little warmer than January 3rd, which was my first day on the job. Since you mentioned that, I need to say that I'm an early riser. I like to be in the office early. I typically get up at 4:45, get dressed, do a walk, and then go to work. And on January 3rd, my first full day, I decided I would be in the office before everyone. I was eager to be involved here. But the snowstorm came, and materially, no one else came to the university. Even so, it's been a big reward for me for these 4 months. Of course, with only 4 months here, I have nothing to do with the great success of the graduates today. It's the faculty and you yourselves who've done the great work that has led to the completion of your degree requirements. Even so, I have pride in the faculty and staff and pride in the outstanding students who've matriculated here at the George Washington University. To your family and friends, thank you for supporting these outstanding individuals. I'm just delighted to see so many coming to this recognition ceremony, earning degrees from the George Washington University. All of you are in a very special class of graduates. You are among the first to mark this milestone as our university embarks on its third century. As you know well, the world is changing rapidly, and the demands of the economy today reflect that breakneck speed. In turn, our graduates must be skilled in new ways, keeping pace with changes in technology, culture, business. You must be nimble, flexible, resilient, and most crucially, it is my hope that you remain lifelong learners. You've already demonstrated resilience and excellence, and I hope that continues throughout your life. As graduates in the College of Professional Studies, I know most of you are adult learners and working professionals who are well acquainted with how much professions can change, and that you came to this college with the purpose of reskilling, upskilling, and adding value to your already excellent career ambition. At the George Washington University, with the support of your faculty and your colleagues and the staff, your passion for your discipline was bolstered with the knowledge and skills you need to be effective as global citizens. You are prepared to meet the challenges of today's world. As you leave George Washington University at this point, maybe there's another degree ahead of you, but as you leave now, you are charting a course to an even more distinguished future, and I am confident that you will contribute to solving the most pressing challenges that we face. You join a global community of George Washington University alumni, numbering more than 300,000 individuals in all walks of life, with degrees from all 10 of our schools. Our alumni live in approximately 150 countries. I urge you to identify what makes life meaningful for you. I encourage you to continue to work hard and continue to make the George Washington University and the College of Professional Studies very proud of your achievements. I'm confident that you will. I have a weather report that suggests that tomorrow morning on the National Mall we will be dry, and by 12 noon the temperature will only be about 76. So we're looking forward to a great commencement for the class of 2022. Congratulations to all of you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, President Wrighton, for sharing your thoughts with us, for being here tonight, and for that very promising weather forecast. And I'm knocking on the pedestal right now. I am lucky to also have the honor of introducing this year's commencement speaker. Debbie McCarsell-Powell served in the U.S. House of Representatives from 2019 to 2021, representing Florida's 26th Congressional District. Originally from Ecuador, she made history as the first South American-born member of Congress and the first Latina Democratic Congresswoman from Florida. A fervent advocate for Latinos in the United States and throughout the Americas, she was an influential voice in Congress for Everglades restoration and gun reform. She also served as chair of the Congressional Hispanic Caucus Women's Task Force and launched the first Latina Equal Pay Forum. She now serves as a board member for Ruth's List Miami and helps recruit and train women to run for local and statewide office. In April, President Biden appointed Debbie to serve as a special advisor for the 9th Summit of the Americas that will take place from June 6th through June 10th in Los Angeles. With over 20 years of experience providing strategic, policy, fiscal, fundraising, and operational leadership in both the public and nonprofit sectors, Debbie's a national leader with a proven track record of success in nonprofits, higher education, and Congress. She earned a bachelor's degree in political science from Pitzer College and a master's degree in international political economy from Claremont University. This year, Debbie is one of our GSPM Fellows, a group of leaders in politics and advocacy chosen by the school to serve as adjunct professors, guest lecturers, panel speakers, and case study contributors. I thank Debbie for her commitment to the college. Now, Debbie isn't able to be here in person tonight, but she recorded her address yesterday, and we're about to play it on the Jumbotron at Center Court. Graduates, you might not be able to see it, so sit back, relax, and let Debbie's words inspire you.
Good evening, faculty, parents, family, friends, and graduates of the George Washington University College of Professional Studies. Class of 2022, you made it, overcoming the greatest challenges, some of you working full-time, those long nights and early mornings, whether you were attending online courses or meeting with groups, you've done it. Today is a tribute to you, to your resilience, your hard work, and your relentless commitment to public service. Congratulations. It is such an honor and a privilege to be able to speak to you tonight, and I'm so sorry I couldn't be with you in person. But as I speak to you, I'm reminded that one thing is for certain: expect the unexpected and be ready to adapt. Let me just say, I could not be happier to see this class be ready to enter a career that took me many years to get into, but one that was the most rewarding. Understanding the Constitution's words, "We the people," means understanding that as Americans, especially those entering a career in public service, it is up to us to defend the right to free thought and imagination, and that those rights can only be guaranteed by the active participation of each and every one of us. You are beginning your career with an education that has given you firsthand real-world experiences. George Washington has provided you with the foundations and the opportunities to go out and be leaders in your respective fields. It took me many years to realize that. I never thought for an instant that as an immigrant who came here from Ecuador, I would be elected to serve as the first South American-born Latina in the U.S. House of Representatives. My journey began more than 30 years ago, at the age of 14, when my mother brought my sisters and I to this great country, seeking the freedoms and opportunities that are only available in the United States of America. My mother worked multiple jobs during the day and took English classes at night. She worked harder than anyone I know so that she could provide for her family. Every day, I tried to live up to her sacrifice and her example. I was fortunate to receive a great education because I was the recipient of student scholarships, and it was thanks to those incredible teachers who guided me and believed in my potential. I was at the height of my education, getting a master's degree in international political economy, when my life radically changed course. Something I never expected: a call from my sister that my father had been shot and killed by a criminal with a gun. A call that changed my life forever, shaking my foundation, and a call that made me question my why. I quickly realized that no matter what I pursued, justice for all people, peace, and opportunity would be my leading light. By adapting and willing to accept the unexpected, I continued my journey working in nonprofits and ultimately in higher education, while also volunteering my time to various organizations, including some political campaigns. It was during that time that I met the love of my life, Robert. We married, had children, And one day again, as I was working in my office, I received another call that I never expected and changed my trajectory. Would I be willing to run for office? I thought they were crazy. It was a group of women, and told them, explained I had never been in politics. No one knew who I was. How could I change now? But you know the story. I was able to get elected, beating a very popular two-term incumbent. And after being sworn in and getting ready for work, I received yet another call that defined my experience in Congress. This time it was from Speaker Pelosi. I'm never gonna forget, it was a Thursday at 10 p.m. Yes, Madam Speaker? We have a spot in the judiciary for you, Debbie, if you're interested. Would you like to be appointed to this committee? Well, Madam Speaker, I'm not a lawyer. Well, you need to tell me, and you need to tell me now. Of course I said yes. She asked me to serve because of the work that I had done in gun violence issues. But I never thought that we would go through a historic moment of an impeachment hearing. As an immigrant from Ecuador, I've seen and experienced firsthand the corrosive and demoralizing effect of pervasive corruption and the abuse of power by government leaders in our countries of birth. I've seen how authoritarian dictators on both the left and the right subvert democratic institutions and freedoms. Many of us have come here fleeing brutal dictatorships that have choked the economic, social, and political potential of these countries to benefit those in power. For me, the United States seemed like a utopia, a place where you could get a fair shake and where even the most powerful were held to account. But after serving and having lived here for most of my life, I'm not so naive as to believe that we live in a utopia. In fact, the reason I ran for Congress was to contribute to create an even more perfect union, to reduce the ever-growing cost of healthcare, to protect our communities from the continuous threat of gun violence, and to act in the face of climate change that continues to threaten our coastlines and the economic future of our country. But I always believed, and I still believe, that the genius of American democracy lies in our Constitution, with its checks and balances, and our zealous dedication to the rule of law. This is what makes this the greatest country in the world. If we have learned anything in the past few years, living through social unrest after watching the senseless and violent murder of George Floyd, living through a devastating pandemic that's left more than 1 million lives lost, watching the violent attack against our Capitol on January 6th, it is that our freedom, our democracy is on the line. Class of 2022, you are about to enter a field that, as Speaker Pelosi always says, it's not for the faint of heart. You are graduating at a time where division, political violence, disinformation are threatening our way of life, our values, and our freedoms. The pandemic unveiled the deep social and economic inequities that we have. But it's not only the exhaustion and apathy that has pierced a hole in the fabric of our national unity, but it is the rise of misinformation that has become rampant in all parts of society and that pose a real threat to our democracy. We are witnessing Americans going after another because they differ in opinion. Our own citizens are participating in the very acts that destroy democratic institutions. January 6th was a day that unveiled the cracks in our union, the challenges in our Constitution, and it is a reminder that our nation is vulnerable to losing everything our forefathers fought for. George Washington's greatest fear that summer, where the decision in Philadelphia was taking place, was that unwise, self-seeking politicians, even if fairly elected to public office, would tear down the central government and its constitutional laws for their sake of their own advancement and glorification. The forefathers also knew that in order to create a more perfect union, to protect the dream of America, a country where anything is possible, where an immigrant from another country can come to the United States and serve a nation for the betterment of this country. It is through active citizen participation that we protect those values. Now more than any other time in our history, our country needs leaders like you. It is, after all, what America's about. Each generation doing their part so the next generation does even better. You are the next generation of leaders who can meet adversity not with silence or apathy, but with action. Remember, you don't need magic to change the world. You've already proven, having completed your studies, being here today, that you carry the power you need inside yourself. You have the power to bring a better future for your families, for your community and your country. Like my dear representative and dear friend, John Lewis said, a civil rights giant who marched alongside Dr. King. Even during the worst times, we always come ahead. Our nation has always been in the right side of history. Americans have stood united to fight and stand up for what is right, from the civil rights movement to the Me Too movement. We have marched, we have made our voices heard, all to protect our country and enact change. Always remember, your voice, your participation is your power. Answer those calls. You never know. It could be the Speaker of the House. And like my dear friend, Representative Lewis said, freedom is not a state, it is an act. It is some enchanted garden perched high on a distant plateau where we can finally sit down and rest. Freedom is the continuous action we all must take, and each generation might do its part. Even more fair, to create an even more fair, more just society. I know each and every one of you will be the light that will guide our country to a more just and a more prosperous nation for all. Now go out there. Let's do this. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was really inspiring. So now it is time for us to present awards to the graduates. Our first award is the Dr. Richard F. Southby Police Science Prize, presented by Program Director Jeff Dolinsky and Dean Southby.
Thank you, Tony. Dean Southby is the founding director of the College of Professional Studies Police Science Program. He served as Distinguished Professor of Global Health, Executive Dean in the Office of the Provost, and Vice President for Health Affairs. He was granted emeritus status by the Board of Trustees in 2006. The Southby's generosity enriches and enlightens students throughout George Washington University, including a major gift to the Milken School of Public Health, which he helped to found and where he is now Dean Emeritus. The Southby's gift was recognized with the naming of the Southby Conference Room, located in the Dean Suite on the 7th floor of the Milken Institute School of Public Health building. For more than 25 years, Dean Southby served in the Metropolitan Police Department Reserve Corps, culminating as commanding officer. He continues this service as Senior Educational Advisor to the department. The Dr. Richard F. Southby Prize is awarded to the graduating student designated as the Distinguished Scholar in the Bachelor of Professional Studies Homeland Security Program. The award was established by his wife, Dr. Janet R. Southby, Colonel, United States Army, retired. The 2022 Dr. Richard F. Southby Prize is presented to Mr. Michael Queen.
Thank you, Professor Dolinsky, and good evening. Michael Queen, Jr. studied engineering and information systems at Morgan State University from 1994 to 1999, but he realized that his true calling is public service. Mr. Queen joined the GWU Police Department in 2002, where he has served as a communications supervisor, a field training officer, an investigator, and a shift supervisor. In 2019, he was accepted into the Bachelor of Professional Studies in Homeland Security program. Working full-time, studying hard, and supporting his wife and family, he received A's in all his core coursework, and he graduates with a GPA of 4.0. And I'm informed that this hasn't been achieved in the college since 2014. For the next stage of his career, Michael plans to pursue studying cybersecurity. And I'm very pleased to present Mr. Queen with the 2022 Police Science Prize established in my name. Thank you.
Okay, congratulations to you. We now move on to 2 awards from the Graduate School of Political Management, both presented by Strategic Public Relations Program Director Larry Parnell.
How you doing? So it's a real pleasure for me and a source of great pride. I'm here to present 2 awards to graduating members of our Strategic Public Relations program. First up is Abby Goldring. Abby! So Abby is receiving the Dean Arden Award, which focuses on advancing thought leadership in her profession. Abby's an environmental communications strategist at Berlin Rosen in New York City, a well-regarded boutique communications and public affairs firm, and her focus there is on developing and implementing ESG programs for the firm's clients. She's also a proud alum of the University of Delaware, where 2 of my kids went to school, so go Blue Hens. For a capstone project, Abby completed a comprehensive communications plan for Pacific Gas and Electric, which you may all know had some problems during in the last year or so, having to do with the wildfires in Northern California. What's unique about her plan was, in addition to having the organization accept responsibility and make amends, she also designed a program to help them fix their business so they would minimize the programs in the future. So what's important here is that we teach and we focus on connecting your communications plan to corporate strategy, recognizing the business objectives of the organization, not just wishful thinking. So it's very, very important work, and we're very, very proud of her. And we want to say you did a great job, and thank you very much. Congratulations. There you are. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay. Thank you so much. Moving on, because we have 2. David Overy is our next winner. David, please come up. We're very pleased to honor David, both because of the time he's given to the program as a mentor and a speaker in many of our classes, even a judge in our capstone class this year. Some of you may remember him, especially the after-party part, but we'll get to that later. David is receiving the Mark and Debbie Kennedy Award for his which recognizes advancing democracy around the world. And during his time with us, David has lived up to this both personally and professionally. He's been active in our global residency program. He participated in the World Bank's Youth Summit, completed an internship at the State Department, and is now the Media and External Relations Specialist for the National Security Innovation Network at the Department of Defense. On a personal basis, he's built an international network of colleagues from the faculty and students of this program, as well as defense, academic, and venture capital professionals worldwide. He's committed to purposeful work that promotes and protects political and economic freedom globally. Very, very noble, and we're very proud of him as well. He's a great example of applying what we learn in the classroom can make a difference on a global basis. He's also a very worthy recipient of this award. David, congratulations.
You're welcome.
See ya.
Congratulations to you both. Each year, we recognize the graduating bachelor's and master's students who best exemplify the CPS core competencies of strategic thinking, communication, collaboration, leadership, and professionalism. Our Undergraduate Distinguished Scholar Award will be presented by Information Technology Program Director Tierney Pitzer.
It is my great pleasure to present the CPS Undergraduate Distinguished Scholar Award. This year's recipient is Zainab Khadi. Zainab is graduating with a bachelor's degree in information technology. Ms. Khadi has taken a deep dive into several technical fields through her academics, professional development, career advancement, and service. She came to CPS with an associate degree in cybersecurity, and she will be starting the Master of Computer Science program from GW's School of Engineering and Applied Science. While completing her bachelor degree at CPS, Ms. Khadi also found the time to earn a certificate in application programming, along with 4 vendor certifications in the areas of cloud computing and security. She has also advanced her career and is already working a challenging position as a site reliability engineer. All the while, she has continued to help others. She has participated in countless information sharing sessions, even over her summer break. Many of her past and current classmates have expressed gratitude for her willingness to offer technical guidance and advice. I have had the pleasure of witnessing Ms. Khadi achieve many of these goals the last few years, and she has done so with tenacity, patience, and grace. Please join me in congratulating Zainab Khadi for this award.
Congratulations, Zainab. Okay, and now our Graduate Distinguished Scholar Award will be presented by Publishing Program Director John Warren.
I'm thrilled to introduce Juliana Macaluso as CPS Graduate Distinguished Scholar. Juliana has demonstrated excellence in every course in the MPS and Publishing program. Her contributions and projects have been consistently thoughtful, comprehensive, and strategic. I've worked with her in several courses, benefiting most recently from her participation in our newest course, Publishing Entrepreneurship. Students in this course conceived and developed a business plan for a professional publishing venture. Juliana's final project was a professional, realistic plan to create accessible, affordable, and authoritative publications to improve the mental wellness of those living with obsessive-compulsive disorder. Her vision to publish rigorous expert advice from mental health practitioners alongside vetted testimonials from those with lived OCD experience would benefit society and Juliana has the power to realize this venture. It's nearly impossible to single out one student in the GW Publishing program. You're all so amazing. But one advice for all of you graduates: if you have the ability and the chance to nominate somebody for an award, you should always do so. All of you are so talented and all demonstrate the CPS core competencies of collaboration, strategy, and leadership. Juliana is a caring and key source of professional expertise for students in her cohort. Our professors and I all learn from her and are inspired by her contributions. Juliana also served as the inaugural editorial committee lead for our new GW Journal of Ethics in Publishing. She helped determine the editorial strategy that has led this new journal into becoming an important new voice in the publishing field and the only journal on publishing ethics. I'm honored to have worked with her over these 2 years, and I ask you all to join me in congratulating Juliana Macaluso, our 2022 Distinguished Scholar.
Congratulations, Juliana. I keep having to move this mic back down every time I come up. All right, the final award of the evening, the College of Professional Studies Faculty Excellence Award, will be presented by Legislative Affairs Program Director Casey Burgott.
Hi all. Where my Leg Affairs grads at? There you go. Congrats to you all. The CPS Faculty Excellence Award is given to the part-time faculty member who has provided extraordinary service to the students and the college. The award recognizes both enlightened teaching and meritorious efforts to advance the college and its programs. I couldn't be prouder to present this year's Faculty Excellence Award to Legislative Affairs Program Professor Martin Gold. The irony is that Martin is ditching tonight, so we'll give it to him in person, but over his many years at GW and GSPM, Marty has become a bedrock of our legislative affairs program. His classes are sought by many for his encyclopedic knowledge of the U.S. Congress. Marty literally wrote the book on parliamentary procedure, and his warm, thorough, even-handed teaching style has made him an unmatched asset to our students, our college, me, and our university. And the man can fit more information on a PowerPoint slide than any person in history, so that's good too. Marty, when I see you, congratulations on this well-deserved honor. Congrats to you all.
Okay, and now it is my great honor to introduce to you tonight's student speaker, Lorenzo Santos. Lorenzo is from King George, Virginia, and graduated from the United States Naval Academy with a Bachelor of Science in International Relations in 2013. He served aboard the guided missile destroyer USS Oscar Austin, DDG-79, from September 2013 to November 2016. And he transitioned to civilian life to work as a regional sales manager for a leading HVAC and hearth manufacturer, Duravent, from June 2017 to November 2021. Lorenzo serves in the Navy Reserves and is a volunteer Deputy Emergency Management Coordinator for Racine County, Wisconsin, where he spends his free time volunteering with his local Rotary and Kiwanis International chapters and as an open format DJ, which is really cool. I Googled that and it sounds really awesome. It's a DJ who plays all different formats, not just one. So that sounds cool. Tonight, he is earning his master's degree in Homeland Security and shares this occasion with his twin brother, Levante, who graduates from the Cybersecurity Strategy and Information Management Master's Program. Yeah. Lorenzo?
Hi, Mom. How you doing? Good evening. President Wrighton, Dean Foyer, College of Professional Studies faculty and staff, distinguished guests, family and friends and fellow graduates of the class of 2022. We all come from varied and interesting backgrounds that showcase the diversity of this institution. It helped make our interactions with one another more dynamic and produce richer discussions in the classroom. In so many ways, our diversity has been our strength. While we come from different places and professions, a common thread unites us all. We pursued our education while weathering the storm of national racial tensions, a global pandemic, an electoral crisis, and the sobering provocation of global conflict. We should acknowledge that our intellect is not merely being shaped to receive a degree. It's being elevated so that the degree in which we are able to make our contribution to the world is that much more focused, our level of knowledge that much deeper, and our ability to understand the world around us and the context of our academic journeys is that much more refined. As students already living busy lives with families and demanding professions, we should be proud of the choice we made to continue to be lifelong learners. In the midst of what has often amounted to chaotic moments for the nation and the world, each and every one of us still chose a challenging path. And for that, we should take this moment to give ourselves a big round of applause. In that same spirit, let us recognize that we wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for the love and support of the special people in our lives. This moment is as much a time of celebration and gratitude for the mentors, staff, faculty, friends, children, parents, and partners that were our guiding lights, motivation, and cheerleaders. Let's take a moment with grateful hearts to give them a round of applause for helping us achieve our goals. With the hardships we have endured while working to accomplish our next life milestone and juggling all the responsibilities of our everyday lives, we can be assured that this has made us stronger. And we can have the confidence that we are that much more prepared for what lies ahead. GW College of Professional Studies graduates are equipped to meet the challenges of a global, interconnected world. And because of the quality of the education we have received here, we have an obligation to do so. One only needs to spend a few moments online to understand that the world is rapidly changing and leaders are needed to meet that moment. My fellow classmates, you don't get to graduate from the namesake of the first president of the United States and not be a leader. Sorry, it doesn't work that way. Tag, we're it. I want everyone to take a moment to think about a personal hero of theirs that has left this world recently or long ago. Think about the character traits that made them someone you admire and allowed them to have a positive impact on your life. Whenever I engage in this exercise, I always come to a humbling realization. It's our turn. We are their legacy. We can honor their memories by following in their footsteps. As we continue our careers, let us seek to be the positive role models we are thinking of today, because you never know the impact you have on others. Looking out at my fellow graduates today, I have no question that will be the case. I know we will all go on to do great things. I know together we will all raise high. Congratulations, class of 2022.
Thank you so much, Lorenzo, for those wonderful words and that great message. And now we have come to the part of the evening that we have all been waiting for, the presentation of this year's College of Professional Studies graduates. So what we're going to do is we're going to begin with the Bachelor of Professional Studies programs. The graduates are going to line up. Your marshals are going to assist you in lining up, and you'll be recognized by your dean. And you'll cross the stage, and you'll be greeted by President Wrighton and Dean Foyer. You can take off your mask for a moment, your mask which should be on right now. You can take them off as you cross the stage, and when you approach Dean Foyer and President Wrighton and your program director, it's up to you. If you want to shake hands, you go with your comfort level. If you want to shake hands, if you want to bump elbows, if you want to fist bump, if you just want to nod your head, they will take their cues from you, and so you just do whatever feels best. Okay, so start lining up. Okay, can you hear me? That good? All right. Okay, Bachelor of Professional Studies in Cybersecurity Program Director Scott White. Parsa Arfai. Ingrid Galvin. Carrie Hadabaugh. Naeem Asim. Mercy Jalango. Jika Asankanova. Alfred Kwame Boateng. Osman Ahmed. Lena Liang. Hyunjun Kim. Candelaria Sid. Jean Hayden. Gabrielle Larson. Fu Tran. Jessica Lee. Michelle Scott. Roman Sium. Mohammed Hassan. Debebe Kabede. Hassan Ahmed. Ajovi Sala. Muhammad Ali Haider. Brandon Washington. Jennifer Campos. Luis Ruiz. Very good. Now, Bachelor of Professional Studies in Homeland Security, Program Director Jeff Delinsky. Cassandra Day. Michael A. Queen, Jr. Reynaldo Feliciano III. Cody Henry. Thank you. Frank Davidson. Tracy Geary. Renee James. Melissa Allison. Seth Fritz Ndomali. The Bachelor of Professional Studies in Information Technology, Program Director Tierney Pitzer. Jong Oh. Onabald Batsuri. Inktul Bayar Jargal. Miriam Ramatalieva. Lynn Tran. Haneen Manal Abdel Halim. Emily Giron. Ifra Kalim. Sumina Pokarel. Tirhas Burhani. Mariana Lungu. Nazim Mia. Isha Basit. Mohammed Mehdi Izadi. Zainab Kadi. Troy Barak, sorry. Doroteo Bonilla. Amir Quasi. Xiaoan Huang. Jairi Munoz Sanchez. Ephraim Fishahatsian. Sally Kamara. Gladys Okotete. Rachel Okotete. Master of Professional Studies in Cybersecurity Strategy and Information Management, Program Director Connie Utoff. Matt Ambro. Ololade Omashebi. Tima Atia. Akwasi Apia. Calandra Small. Jared Jala. Tosin Olagunju. Martin Silva Bell. Abdul Sami. Markham Banks. Alondra Espinal Colag. Levante Santos. Master of Professional Studies in Homeland Security, Program Director Elaine Lemert. David Buckwalter. James Roger Santoro. Connor Hamill. Kayleen Bretz. Master of Professional Studies in Homeland Security, Program Director Elaine Lemert. Alejandro Grisales. Jonathan Foreman. Kenneth Bender. Carl Stewart. Luke Gito Byers. Irina Booth. James Van Thiel. Travis Byerly. Trishi Malhotra. Caitlin Aragali. Marissa Ortiz. Andrew Hodson. Give me the cards that you're holding. Lorenzo Santos. Master of Professional Studies in Legislative Affairs, Program Director Casey Burgott. Peyton Lang. Marisa Miranda. Elena Dahlquist. Cody Anderson. John Gardner. Khalil Warner. Arthur Miller. Andrew Brown. Lauren Emmy. Sarah Jane Matthews. Jack Wefso. Elizabeth Lapham. Garrett Puckett. Eric Schmidt. Ryan P. Murphy. Mario Flores. Deepa Patel. Avery Manousis. Davi Cohen. Lindsay Kloss. Michael Tucker Wilson. Alyssa Goldman. Elliot Svirnovsky. Madeline Hall. Charlie Panfill. Michaela Rose Tahoe. Matthew Girardi. Lori Williams. Victoria Maynard. Dan Neff. Oh, okay.
Master of Professional Studies in Paralegal Studies, Program Director Tony Marsh. Slovana Becerra. April Cook Sulzer. Linda Butler. Alexis Wall. Veranda Soshi. Lindsay Jung. Allison Kraft. Chantel Goodrick. Clay Wynn. Rebecca Chibambi. Alicia Bivens. Jessica Wiedekind. Tracy Huffman. Pam Gooding. Darius Kumtang.
Un gran honor llamar a los miembros del Master of Professional Study, Political Communication y Strategic Governance. Con mucho honor, Carmen Valenzuela, Luis Aguirre, Norris Alderson, Genesis Olivia, Héctor Febre Mendoza, Josio Ávila, Armida Espinosa de los Monteros, Alexandra Monguel, Alejandro Gómez Handal, Flor Flores Tello, Carlos Ortiz, José Manuel Urquijo. Gracias, José Manuel. José Julián Roldán Villanueva. Gracias. Nelson Torres Jordán. Gracias, Nelson. Carlos Bianchi. Hans-Heinz Dillon. Daniel Novoa. Miguel Gurría. Gabriel Guzmán. Misael Guzmán. Felicitaciones. Jaime Gutiérrez.
Nice job. Thank you. Whoops. Master of Professional Studies in Political Management, Program Director Todd Belt. Clarice Randall. Marie-Hélène Desmessous. Nicole Morales. Austin Brown. Yuri Tadisi. Leanne Fairley. Claire Foran. Trevor Guthrie. Andrew Jackson. Gabriel Garcia Contreras. Melissa Brown. Catherine Ashworth Brandt. V. Dong. Rena Ba. Rebecca Trin. Bridget Anchis. Drew Ficacello. Priscilla Gaspard. Jennifer Diaza. Angela Trujillo. David Stiles Ritz Shadburn. Nathan Crunkleton. Anna McMullen. Christian Dopico. Erica Rhodes. Mauricio Yodra. Garrett Weinberg. Ron Tululin. William Wilcom. Anna Ascanino. Aiden Ryan. Andrew Kenny. Mallory Todd. Anais Diaz. Martin Pittman. Thomas Falsigno. Alex Barbieri. Mackenzie Brown. Lori Beth Miley. Master of Professional Studies in Publishing, Program Director John Warren. Michelle Sanchez Corujo. Hope Justison. Nicole Zamudio Roman. Anna Miller. Taryn Hartline. Liz Mary Cuevas. Jennifer Bennett. Kiana Ebbs. Emily Morgan. Hunter Garrison Malone. Haley Cowens. Christina Miller. Caitlin Ward. Olivia Hazy. Shaylee Daner. Madison Nooner. Ashley Warren. Catherine McClure. S. Danielle Gallion. Maeve Hayden. Emily Martin. Dana Vasquez. Donna Prideaux. Matthew Campbell. Rita Lucas. Juliana Macaluso. Haley Mullins. Christina Daniels. Shawana Abdia Raka. Amar Galarza. Master of Professional Studies in Strategic Public Relations, Program Director Larry Parnell. Mackenzie Semrau. Stephanie Heyman. Allie Shepard. Joseph Scott Williams. Jakira Torres. Nanette Madla. Toby Moneke. Dana Wolfarth. John Fisher. Sherelle T. Carper. David Chacon. Robin McGahee. Isantu Bangard. Laia Henderson. Danisha Braxton. Rachel Young Yao. Christian W. Peck. Corey Jarvis. Brian Lyons. Christopher Fisney. David O'Veary. Abigail Goldring. Master of Professional Studies in Sustainable Urban Planning, Program Director Sandra Whitehead. Corinne Schober. Grace Fleming. Phyllis Good. Theodore Frudenberg. Helen Solomon. Garrett Johnson. Robin Kagilnik. Anatella Salmaron. Antonella, what did I say? Alexander Davis. Congratulations to our graduates. Some of that, huh? Well, that was fun, right? That was great. Good job, everybody. Thank you for your patience with me and your names. All right, so join me for another round of applause to congratulate the College of Professional Studies, class of 2022. And to conclude our evening, Dean Foyer will now deliver her charge to the graduates. Dean Foyer.
Okay, you all ready for your charge? There you go. Thank you, Professor Marsh. It's so fabulous. Whoops. It's so fabulous to have been able to congratulate each one of you in person. And I also want to offer my gratitude and congratulations to your families and friends. A couple of days ago, I had the incredible pleasure to watch my son graduate with his bachelor's degree from GW's Milken Institute School of Public Health. So I know firsthand the pride and joy that they all felt watching you walk across the stage this evening. And to those graduates and families watching from home, I celebrate all of you as well, and I'm so proud of your accomplishments. I would like to thank our exceptional faculty for their incredible service in a very challenging year. You are the talent. You are the talent that makes CPS special. You are the reason students choose us, stay with us, graduate from us, and then go on to do amazing work in the professional world. And to our dedicated and very hardworking staff, thank you for making CPS run so smoothly, including tonight, and for always keeping the students' interests at heart. I am lucky and grateful to work with such wonderful colleagues. Okay, so traditionally the dean of the college is tasked with providing some inspiration and advice to our soon-to-be alumni. I don't think this group needs inspiration. I think you're the ones inspiring all of us. But as a former attorney, I'm always happy to offer advice. So, my thoughts for you center around, you've heard mention of this before, the 6 core competencies that all CPS programs strive to impart to our students. While your professors might not have explicitly stated them, you've been engaging with them the entire time you've been here. The competencies are as follows: to engage with individuals with diverse backgrounds and perspectives, and to promote an inclusive environment for the betterment of your profession. To foster collaboration in professional situations by knowing how to incorporate others' views, motivations, interests, and strengths in the pursuit of solutions. To lead by creating innovative practices and inspiring others to join you in delivering better results. To practice professional ethics by advocating for and making choices that uphold the principles and values of your fields. To think strategically in researching and analyzing data and contexts, to set goals, solve problems, and formulate and implement shared visions. And to communicate complex information and ideas to, and solicit and incorporate feedback from, a variety of audiences. These are the competencies that we believe are critical for you to bring to your professions, whether you're starting a new career or advancing in your current one. In a period of history marked by polarization and incivility, it's all the more important that you infuse your work with action to increase diversity, foster inclusion and collaboration, spark creativity, embody ethical practice, think critically and strategically, and communicate effectively. Your actions as a professional, as a graduate of the College of Professional Studies, and as an alum of GW can have a huge influence on the professional world of the future. Embrace that power and that responsibility. You are more than up to the task. I'm looking forward to celebrating the conferral of your degrees tomorrow on the National Mall. Now, I have an instruction as well. So I had advice, now I have an instruction. When Provost Bracey calls for the graduates of the College of Professional Studies to rise, I need to hear you share your college and GW spirit loudly and proudly. Let's practice. The College of Professional Studies, please rise. Excellent. Excellent. You could sit. Now that's a rehearsal. Congratulations once again to you and to your families, and raise high.
All right, so thank you all. Thank you, Dean Foyer, for those wonderful remarks. You guys are going to have to be even louder tomorrow because it'll be outside, so use your outside voices tomorrow. And I'm going to tell you something. The commencement tomorrow is fabulous. You have never seen anything like it. It is an experience. You are going to be so happy that you went. It's once in a lifetime. And I will see you all there tomorrow. So thank you for joining us to spend the evening celebrating our graduates, class of 2022. Family and friends, please remain in your seats until the graduates and the platform party have exited the arena. Thank you so much, everybody. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Stop. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Wait, I skipped a page. Alita Lucas, stay in your seats. We are going to sing the alma mater. Thank you guys for saving me. Oh my goodness. Alrita Lucas, a graduate of the publishing program, will now lead us in singing the GW alma mater. Alrita, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I almost got away with it.
That was gorgeous. Thank you, Alrita. Thank goodness we stayed for that. That was worth it. Thank you so much, Alrita. Okay, now, guests, family, and friends, please remain in your seats while the graduates and the platform party file out, and we will see you tomorrow. Thank you, and good night.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right. Your site tomorrow. Can we do Viva La Vida?